Security Officer's Log, Stardate 63.04. Here in the security office, we've been inundated with reports of missing crew members again. The captain has been MIA for the past 2 weeks. You're in big trouble with Starfleet, Captain. I heard from the Admiral that your next captain's log has to do with a news report? I never heard of this before, but it would be interesting to see that. And crew members David and Kio-chan are missing due to internet issues. This computer has become so unreliable these days. The science department really has to work overtime on this one. And Celestial Tuesday, Britt, we have protocols. What are you doing bringing aboard an unauthorized animal? We've been over this. Do you remember what happened the last time someone brought an unauthorized animal aboard this ship? It was a mess. We had thousands upon thousands of furry little critters all over the place. The captain even sat on one, and I remember they ate all of our grain, and the rest of our food supply for that matter. The last time I went to get a soup from the replicator, I got a ball of hair instead of a ball of soup. It was very disgusting. I'll let it go this time because I too have little furries running around this ship. But don't let it happen again. Next time you want to bring aboard a animal, give me a report first. So, we have tons of talk about animals this week. We'll find out what this is all about next. Kio-chan here, and welcome back to another Thursday here on Vlogs of 7. And this week I'm actually going to answer 2 questions. The first one coming from Britt, and the second one coming from David. David actually had to email me his question due to internet issues. So I'm going to answer both questions in this week's video. So the first question was, if you had to read a book from front to back about an animal that could be a potential pet, which book would you read? After giving it some thought, the one animal that came to mind was a rabbit. I actually had my first experience handling rabbits a couple of months ago at the shelter that I work at, and it piqued my interest, and I think I would like owning a rabbit. Because they are kind of a sociable animal, and I do like animals that are sociable, so I would probably want to read a book all about them. I did reconsider getting a rabbit because I do have 4 cats, and that would be kind of stressful for the rabbit having to deal with the cats, and there's really nowhere high enough that I could put a rabbit enclosure that would keep it away from the cats, because my youngest, Nikki, is a jumper and she can get anywhere. So there really isn't any place that I could put a rabbit to keep it out of harm's way. So I reconsidered and didn't get a rabbit, but maybe in the future, who knows. The other animal that I considered reading a book about was a ferret. And I've had some experience with ferrets as well, because I babysitted my sister's ferret when she went away, and that was kind of fun. Ferrets are very crazy critters, and they're fast. You know, they're just funny, fast, and, you know, once again, they're pretty sociable animals, so that's another critter that I would love to read a book about. But the third one is about dogs. I am a dog person as well as a cat person, so I would like to read books about dogs. I did have a dog when I was younger. I haven't had one since then, but in the future I would consider owning a dog. And the one dog that is kind of high up there on the list is, believe it or not, a pit bull. I've been watching a lot of shows about pit bulls lately, and the more I watch these shows, the more I feel bad for the breed. So I could consider getting a pit bull somewhere down the line. Another breed that I find very interesting is a German Shepherd. Those two are like on the top of my list for adoptions, if I ever found one that I fell in love with. So that is my answer to Britt's question. On to David's question. He asked, is there any book series that you have read that has an animal as the main character. And there's a couple books that fit into this category. The first one is Making the Rounds with Oscar, which is about this cat who lives in a nursing home, and this cat had a bizarre ability. He could tell you when a patient was going to die, and it would always go to them when their time was coming. And that was a really interesting book. I really enjoyed that. Another book, which I can't remember the name of off the top of my head, which was about a library cat. A cat that was found in a mailbox, or I think it was a library chute. It was one of the two. And it became the sensation for this library, kind of became a mascot. And that's a pretty good book. I haven't finished it yet, but that's pretty awesome too. The third series of books that have an animal as the main character is Wishbone. I don't know how many of you guys remember Wishbone, but that is a pretty awesome series about this little dog that goes on all these adventures for like all these classic series. You know, it's just a lot of fun reading those books and watching the series as well. So that is my answer to both questions. I think I kind of rambled there, but you know, you get the point. So now we're gonna come up with the question for, I believe, Dylan, because I think Oki-chan is still out because of internet problems. I don't know, but the question goes to one of you. I actually didn't think of something, so I don't know. What can I say? What can I say? What can I say? Okay, so my question for Oki-chan or Dylan is, have you read a book that was turned into a television series, or vice versa? Have you seen a television series that was turned into a book? And did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? That's my question, basically, for one of you. So, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll be back next week, and until then, have a good day, everyone. Bye!